Welcome back to all of my beautiful souls and frames. Yes, y'all, I had to make a part 2 back to back. The first video was pretty long, pretty extensive. I realized I left out some things that needed credit for it. After that whole ordeal happened and I was staying with my coworker, the first coworker that I had. She was great. Let me tell you, I love this woman in a whole nother kind of way, and I had barely even knew her. She reminded me a little bit of my sister, and we just had this kind of bond, and she was really there for me. She really didn't have to do that, y'all. And I have to shout that out for her, and I have to thank her for that too. The reason why I couldn't stay with her anymore is because the next coworker that I was going to stay with, he had actually heard about my whole situation and wanted to help me. And it just so happened to be that he was going to be helping me out a little bit more than she was. So I don't know if this may sound selfish or not, but it was just more beneficial for me to stay with the next coworker. I enjoyed my time with that first coworker. However, I did find out that I'm debating on whether I should say this or not. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say it because this has nothing to do with the coworker that I stayed with. The coworker's sister was stealing my belongings. And it was already bad enough that I didn't have much. When the situation back in October happened, I started losing a lot of my stuff. A lot of my stuff started disappearing. I didn't know where it was going because I was hopping from place to place to place. I took some things with me. I left some things at my parents' house. And it was basically like all the stuff that I split it and not in half, but I split it up. So the stuff that was at my parents' house was there. That was there. But the stuff that I took with me, I had a certain amount of things that I could, fairly take with me in about 2 or 3 bags. And this stuff just slowly started getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I started losing things. I would buy things, I would lose things. I would buy things, I would lose things. I'd buy shoes, I'd lose shoes. And it just didn't make sense to me. I keep saying coworker, but I love her, honestly. Her name is Vicky. I love you, Vicky, if you're watching this. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to get in contact with her in a minute because I think she changed her number and I don't know where her number is. We don't live in the same area anymore, but if you are watching my videos, thank you so much. I miss you. Okay, I'm sorry for blasting y'all out like this, but I had to say it, okay? She actually has several sisters. I thought it was a certain sister, but it wasn't her, come to find out. It was a different sister. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I just was like, I already don't have a lot of stuff, and she's stealing my stuff. Like, no, this can't happen anymore. I need to leave. And I had already decided to leave before I found out that she was stealing my stuff. Because when I moved to my next coworker's place and I saw that I didn't have some stuff, I was like, oh, let me go back and get it. And she was like, it's not here. I was like, But I had already had a suspicion that somebody was messing with my stuff while I was staying there. I just didn't want to say anything because that's already an uncomfortable situation. You're staying with this person, they're opening up your home to you, and you're just gonna accuse them of stealing your stuff. Like, it was the whole thing, and it was settled. It was settled. Next coworker, he was very, very helpful for me. He helped me out a lot, actually, tremendously. He did a lot of things that he did not have to do. Buying me food, making sure I was comfortable, cooking for me, like just a lot of things. And yes, at this time, me and Jamal were still dating. Jamal was okay with it. He was actually very, very appreciative of the way that he was treating me. I had no interest in this guy, but he was very, 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 very helpful, and we both appreciated that. And his name is Kane. Thanks, Kane, if you are watching it. Right before I decided to move in with Image. I was struggling, y'all. I was going through so much depression, so much anxiety, because I was just like, I'm in a place that I'm just stuck. Like, I felt like no matter how much money I made, I felt like I didn't have enough. And the fact that I was, technically homeless. I didn't have a home to call my own. I didn't actually have a place or anything in my name. That's homeless. I was keeping it together on the outside, but in the inside, I felt weak. But truly, that made me stronger. I was very strong for what I did. Leads into another story time that I may give y'all. I'll give this story time when Image comes back from LA, because he needs to be by my side when I tell you guys these things that have to do with him on a serious matter. Image just got tired of seeing me struggle. I was like, should we move in together? Like, I can't find nobody that's gonna be loyal to me and go through with this with me, and I'm paranoid and scared that I'm gonna end up going through a situation that I did way back in October with the guy. We kind of just thought about it for a second and was like, why not? He got me, I got me. At the time, I was making enough money to support the whole rent. Because remember what I said, make sure you got it, even if that person doesn't have it. Make sure you got it all. Worked my butt off, saved money. I spent money, but I saved money too. We was like, yeah, let's do this. He was tired of seeing me struggle. He was tired of seeing me cry every other night because I missed him. And at that point in time, our relationship was getting very, very serious. And you know, we kind of thought of it as, we were thinking of it as like we're saving each other, because he had to move back in with his mother too. Y'all, I'm getting hot. We're not playing house. You know, this is literally teamwork. We're trying to help each other, better each other. And we did it. Had a list of apartments, narrowed it down to like 2, end up visiting this one. We put in an application, a payment down. Our background check went through. You know, everything that you need for an apartment, pay stubs, making 3 times the amount, whatever. And I prayed so hard. Let me tell you one thing. I wanted this apartment so bad, y'all. We came to this apartment and she showed us around what the 2-bedroom, 2-bath would look like. And we told her that we wanted to be on the 2nd or 3rd floor, because we don't want to be on the 1st floor. She showed us a model of a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. I recorded it. I loved it. It was the 3rd floor. The way that these apartments are structured, not all of their buildings have 3 floors. Some of them have 2 floors. And we wanted the 3rd floor after seeing the 3rd floor model, because the 3rd floor ceilings, they go up. They're so much higher. High ceilings with this big like open sun window here. It was so nice. And she was saying that the 2nd and the 1st floor don't have these high ceilings. The ceilings just go straight across. I wanted this apartment so bad. So bad. I went back to Savannah and I made a video. I made a video of myself. And this is pretty much the gist of what I said in this video. I started the video and I looked dead into the camera. And I said, you know what? Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. And I want to let you know that you deserve this right now. You got that apartment, girl, and you are living. Congratulations to you. I love you so much. I knew you was gonna get it. You got that apartment. You claimed it. It's yours. When I tell you, this lady, our leasing person, she gave me an apartment number, the apartment number that we were gonna have, we were gonna move into. A little bit before we moved in, she was like, hold on, wait, we have to change the apartment. It's still gonna be on the 3rd floor, but we have to change the apartment. So it's gonna be a different apartment number. And she said, you know what, actually, it's gonna be the same exact apartment, that I showed you, the same model that I showed you, that same one. And guess what? It was this one. This apartment was completely empty. This was the model apartment. That's how bad I wanted this apartment, spoken into existence, prayed, everything. I got the same exact apartment model. Like, speak it, record yourself. And guess what I did? We moved into this apartment and I played back that video when I was congratulating myself, and I cried. I bawled my eyes out because that's how bad I wanted it. I knew if I told myself that I already had it, believed it, like, Jehovah God made it happen for me. And I'm forever thankful. That's why, you know, I had a lot of great memories in my last apartment, but this apartment is so very special to me because it was a leap of faith. It was trust. When I go through things here, or me and Image go through things, not like fighting between our relationship, but just together as a team, we go through certain situations or problems, or I may be going through like a bad mental area state for a period of time. I always think about this apartment, how much joy it brought me and how much I'm blessed to have it. No matter what else is going on around me, I have this apartment, and this apartment is a testimony of my faith. Yes, I felt like this part 2 was needed. I'm waiting for Image to come back. So stay tuned because I will post that story time for y'all. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for coming back for part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, what are you doing? You just go back. Just go back and watch that first, okay? I love you guys. Again, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and